Greetings, I'm Reverend Dr. John E. Jackson, Sr., and I'm the senior pastor of the Trinity United Church of Christ in the great city of Gary, Indiana, where we are not just another church, but we're a culturally conscious, Christ-centered church committed to the community. We're unashamedly Black and unapologetically Christian. It's Wednesday, and I want to offer what I call Hump Day Homily or some midweek motivation. And I need to start out with a confession. I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted because we have spent the majority of this year struggling with COVID-19, but more importantly, what has made it exhausting is the mismanagement of the response to it by the personality in the Oval Office. I'm exhausted because of the bullets that have riddled to death the bodies of Black people in this nation, from Ahmaud Arbery to George Floyd to Breonna Taylor and so on and so forth in this year, and the response to it by segments of America. I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted because we have spent now a number of months leading up to an election, and not just for president, where record numbers of people have turned out. But this whole process has been sullied by insinuation by the personality in the Oval Office. And as I record this for you right now, we still don't know who will be the winner. And the tension and all of the other components, I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted because it seems as if we continue to chase our tails or go around in a circle and really miss the real problem that we're facing. So until we recognize the real problem, we won't be able to address it adequately. So I'm exhausted. I am not the normal exhaustion. It's just exhaustion, from all of the mismanagement of some very serious trials that we are facing. But I am encouraged. I'm exhausted, but still encouraged. So let me close with a story that the late Dr. Bobby Wright, in his book, The Psychopathic Racial Personality, Dr. Bobby Wright, in his book, opened it with this anecdote, this story. He opens up the book, Psychopathic Racial Personality. I'm saying that twice because you need to get his book if you have never read it. Dr. Bobby Wright's book, The Psychopathic Racial Personality, he opens up with this story. He says, in a bullfight, there comes a time when, after being brutalized while making innumerable charges at the movement of a cape, the bull, he says, finally turns and faces his adversary. And the only movement being the bull's heaving bloody sides from exhaustion. It is believed that for the first time, the bull really sees the matador. And the final confrontation, Dr. Bobby Wright says, is known as the moment of truth. Now, he says, for the bull, this moment comes too late. But for you and me, whose skin has been kissed by nature's sun, by those of us who represent the poor and the working poor in this nation, we're seeing, because this election is too close, we're seeing the moment of truth, y'all. We're seeing for the first time the matador, the adversary that we're facing. Martin King said it so many years ago in 1968, 1967, 1966. He said the trinity of problems that we face come from materialism, militarism, and here it is, racism. We are seeing the matador. this race should not be this close. Those of us who believe in civility and all of those other things, this race should not be this close. Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I am encouraged because I'm hopeful that many of you who have not up until now recognize the matador who's been waving a cape, and we've been chasing a cape. And finally, our moment of truth, I pray, comes that we will work to end racism in this nation, to end the deleterious effects it has on people that look like you and me, and then the effects, the negative effect it has on all poor working class people. It is our moment of truth. Let us stand up to it, no matter who finally gets the decision of occupying the Oval Office. We've got a lot of work to do because there are so many others who believe in a lie and are waving a cape of lies at us. Let us finally see the matador in our moment of truth. God bless you. God keep you. And guess what? I'm so glad the tomb was empty. You be encouraged.